My story, I feel, is unique and different from the run-of-the-mill. My first interaction with United Way I used to work as an employee representative at my workplace. They had a United Way campaign. You know, I helped out with a bake sale, and it kind of grew from there. Then I became a volunteer chair. I ran the campaign for my department, and then I became a sponsored employee, and I spent a year working with United Way. So as time kind of had gone on, I became more and more involved. I sat on the allocations committee, and so I help now make some funding decisions to which agencies benefit from funding. And all this time, it was just doing this because I thought it was the right thing to do, and I wanted to give and help out, again, in my way. In 2008, my wife and I discovered through that our daughter was diagnosed with autism. We didn't really know much about it. We had lots of questions about it. We didn't know where to get those answered. I didn't even think that there was a United Way member agency that perhaps could help our family. That wasn't an immediate thought until, we started asking a lot of questions and turning to different people, and someone had suggested, have you thought of Brampton-Caledon Community Living? They're an agency that can help provide support to families. We always say how important it was that they, again, the connection to some of the services, the resources, just to understand that we weren't alone. I think in anything, regardless, what you're going through, trials, tribulations, struggles, whatever, there's tremendous value in knowing that what you're dealing with, you're not the first one, nor are you alone, and there are ways to get through this. They connected us with an organization that helped teach our daughter sign language because she's not communicative, like she doesn't use words to verbally communicate. Just to know that kind of help and those sorts of services were out there was tremendous for us. And so we benefited greatly from being involved with, again, a United Way member agency, which at the time we really didn't know. We didn't know where to turn. And so that perspective, I think, is a unique one because, quite frankly, I went from being a volunteer and a contributor and a helper to a user of the services. And at no point in my mind when I was doing all those things that I thought I'd be on the other side, but in fact I was. Anyone at any point can be in that position at any time. And I don't think that should ever be taken for granted. And while you have the ability to make change and impact change and be that positive difference, I think it's your obligation, responsibility to do it. United Way is and continues to be that difference that they need to be. I can go on forever in terms of where they're at. I mean, you look at the agencies that are there at the point where they're needed the most. United Way is there. They're responsive, not reactive. They're proactive. They themselves are leaders in our communities. They recognize that our communities are made up of people, but those people need to be supported for us to have communities. So I can't say enough in terms of the work that they're doing and the work that they continue to do.